We now return to Warhammer Quest. Right. The hills have spiders. So this really isn't a quest for the witch hunter. I think that the marauder would do much better. But I do want to get him some levels. So let's try it. Since this is still a level 4 mission, I think despite his shortcomings, Berserker's still a better choice. The hills have spiders. The adventurers have a knack for tracking fell creatures. It's what they're paid to do. They follow a trail that leads onto the Sturhugel. After a half-day's march from Wolfsbach, they locate a craggy opening in the ground covered in thick webbing. It's time for the Dungeoneers to head underground and hunt out a mother and her 8-legged children. Hope you're not afraid of spiders. So despite the fact that it clearly said Orcs and Goblins, they definitely mean there are going to be plenty of spiders in here. And possibly other vermin. See, this is bothering me. It reminds me of that why Hero Quest is the greatest game ever made, and like how he talks about when you're doing a blank map, the only answer is to just shove every monster possible into the room, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. But okay, fine. Well, get rid of that so you don't do the webbing. Can't get close enough to attack. May as well hang back then. You need the experience. Good. May as well go down. As well, okay, everybody's healed then. I say we got 10 magic, I may as well use it, but not this turn. I was right about the vermin. And because of course we're ambushed. See, this is another problem I have too. You got 3 orc bosses in here. In an attempt to constantly create difficulty, it doesn't just add more, it bumps up to the next level. Marked for judgment. Damages the targeted enemy for 5 to 8 wounds. Its damage increases with the Witch Hunter's level, increasing significantly. So like, by the end of this, I feel like, unrealistically, we're gonna end up with, like just a room full of orc war bosses. Crying out loud. What about, well, shadow daggers? It may not have been the smartest choice. Those rats were actually acting as a screen. Well, fuck that. Try it again. Three orc bosses again. See, this is bullshit. Should have used this first. Can't see it. The difficulty is only going to end up being at the end of this. Like, we're still in the first campaign. The difficulty is going to end up being, like I said, a room full of bosses. War bosses. Like, it's going to be the most elite units at the end of this. Here. So I guess I can't really afford to sit in a allow encounters to happen, because now the encounters are going to be... Just fucking kill me already, god damn. Should have moved her. Oh well. I am glad that I did not swap out his bullets. I was considering doing that. Still got the fire bullets on, though. A waste. For something that's supposed to be a D6 roll, I roll ones a hell of a lot. I refuse to believe the fucking spiders are so agile that they are constantly dodging me. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. For fuck's sake! It's 1 in 5. It's not a d6 roll. It goes 1 and then 5. Every fucking time it does that. A vicious giant spider. And then there's going to be like a vicious giant spider boss. And then there's going to be a vicious giant spider warbot. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It really is just like the JRPG formula, where they palette swap and just keep using the same enemy but just make it tougher. I guess you can stay here and block the elf. Probably should take out the ads, though. If you can hit. As if it weren't bad enough. And on top of it, this is a fucking dead end. The adventurers have killed the queen, and soon the nest will wither and die, but not yet. Even now her enraged progeny are converging on the chamber. If the warriors wish to claim its vitals, with a crone to concoct a potion, then they must do it quickly. They only have time to harvest one ingredient, but the queen's children are already scuttling towards their vengeance. Which part do you extract? Well, fuck if I know. Like, I can't even guess what these potions would do. Because there's no poison element in the game. Thank God. All the fucking spiders. Eyes would be accuracy, maybe? Would the increase likelihood of hitting? And blood would be stamina? Like, increase their health, maybe? Well, not health, but you know. Toughness. Be like a toughness, and then this one might give you like extra attack or something. I'm trying to think of the mechanics of the game. I don't know. Venom. Let's go with Venom. God, that was the final chamber. As your party gets to the outskirts of Wolfsbach, they veer southwards in search of the crone. Within the hour, they find a dilapidated hovel. Bluish smoke puffs out from a hole in the roof, rather than a chimney, and countless disturbing fetishes hang everywhere, dangling and swaying in the breeze. The crone bids the party to enter to the cramped confines of the interior. Under the hole in the roof is a small cooking pot that bubbles with a mysterious liquor. Did you bring an ingredient? She asks. The warriors present her with their hard-fought prize. She gives a toothless grin and drops it into the pot. They'll be ready shortly, she says. After a few hours, the warriors are presented with 3 phials. A wise choice, states the crone. I have made you a potion. There's enough for 3 doses. Now, be on your way. I have important work to do. The party need no encouragement to leave and head back to the village. The adventurer is long gone. The crone retrieves her now empty sack. That'll teach those accursed spiders for getting in my way, she mutters to herself. Right, back to that window. The crone walks out of her hovel carrying her walking stick and sack. Window. +4 strength. 3 uses. Well, back we go. Some things to sell. Only a few, though. Just a bunch of potions. And not enough experience, as always. So we can get rings here, but I can't afford them. A ring of regeneration for everybody. It's blue, too, so it could go in a slot that not a lot of people have anything in. Ring of regeneration might actually be really good. It's a lot of money, but I think it would come in very handy. I mean, this one gives me +1 wound, which is not much, but even just a little bit could help. I mean, here's a grinding mechanic that is a pain in my ass, because obviously you'd want to come in and, like, get all your melee people this ring, and you'd want this one, and, you know, you could have double rings in the orange, get them all a ring of regeneration. But, God, you'd be grinding forever. I mean, do we do this now? Or do I save my money for the next village? Next city? Just in case they got something good. Let's get it now. I don't know who I'm going to give it to, though. I mean, I guess the dwarf takes wounds. Well, no, actually, the dwarf is not the one who keeps getting wounded. You got your hypnosis. I guess it would be like the barbarian. But we'll wait and see. I have a feeling that the next town might be the level 5 or something. Go to Flensburg and see what's up there. Another useless armor. More undead, more undead. Okay, well, it's the only one with an item. And I'm gonna guess Flensburg is the last place in Stirland. So we'll go that direction. I guess in that case, we should just go with the Witch Hunter. Because right now we won't need the Marauder. Shimmering robes. The warriors come across a foreboding and forgotten castle leagues away from the nearest settlement. As they enter through the ruined gatehouse, they see a man in battered armor stood in the ivy-covered courtyard. He looks up as the warriors approach, although they notice his left arm is clearly broken. Yeah, he did it. I was not worthy. Ah, therein lies a problem. Alright. Witch Hunters actually... What did you have in there? Guess you don't need that. It is an awful lot of wounds to heal anyway. Do we even have that many wounds on these guys? I kind of feel like that's a little bit much. They always seem to go for him first anyway. Once again, kind of spreading everybody out. Which is just asking for an ambush. I almost get the feeling that it does that on purpose. The more spread out you are, the more likely that's going to happen. Two Night Goblin big bosses. He really desperately needs another attack. I think I need to start getting everybody sort of stuck into the melee thing, because it's otherwise a waste of attack if I don't. It puts them at risk, but being able to clear out a room is going to become more and more important, I feel. Yep, that frees you up. You know, it just occurred to me. Pretty sure that the dwarf in Vermintide keeps mentioning his cousin Akri. It's a nice little touch. Although it is a randomly generated name, but, you know, it's probably not too coincidental. Randomly generated off of a list. They probably, oh, for Christ's sake. could get a free attack out of this. On the other hand, probably not great. What does this do again? I would hate to use this now, but... Okay, and now we got Shaken Will. Well, it was right to put the ring on him. Never know when another ambush is going to come in. Alright. Stop that nonsense. That would be great. Oh, for fuck's... Skeletons, of all things. Why are they so fucking hard to hit? It is tempting. Tempting to use my willpower. I think we can last another turn. Well, maybe. Jeez. Masterwork Greatsword for the Marauder. Well, I guess if I ever get lucky enough to get a shield for the Marauder, we can consider swapping him out. But that Slayer of Kings is only for him as well anyway. Damn. Fucking, really? With everyone at the other goddamned end of the fucking corridor. damn it! Are you fucking kidding? This is fucking ridiculous. This is an encounter, by the way. This is not a main story quest. Good fucking God. Gonna take me 2 goddamn turns to get down to the end of the fucking corridor again. Seems to be a 50-50 chance that there's an encounter every goddamn time. Finally, something reasonable. Oh, there's an altar in the way. Great. Dead end, too. Make it come to me then, so I'm not wasting more time backtracking. And it's jammed. Great. Really don't understand how that's possible with, like, a muzzle-loaded pistol. We healed up. I think we're healed up. Priestess of Shalia. That pisses me off. Not only did we come all the way down here for nothing, but we had to deal with all the fucking encounters just to come down here for nothing. On the plus side, I guess that means really good experience this time around. Necromancer must go down first. Skeleton in there. This isn't even the end room. Turns out, bringing him was a good idea. Yes, even the rats are getting more difficult. The vicious giant rat. Then it's going to be the vicious giant poisonous rat boss or whatever the fuck. Just keep recycling enemies. Do it. I'm gonna get out of the goddamn room. Extend ourselves if I can help it. Alright. Well, that's not terrible. And that could have been better. Good. The armor is lying on a raised dais. A vicious river troll. 134 HP. As our scroll of protection does 3 toughness. Finger of Death scroll. Troll stench. Decreases chance to be hit with a melee weapon. Oh. Let's see. Increased chance to hit with a melee weapon. Increased chance to hit with a ranged weapon. I think it's time to use that. Now is where I needed the Berserker with his 4 attacks. This is going to be real tough. Scroll of Rage, plus 2 melee attacks. I think we may need that. We'll wait until it comes to me, though, so I don't waste a turn. See, 5 wounds after attacking 11. Hey, for once that worked out in my favor. Stake isn't going to work on this guy. Marked for judgment. Damage increases with the Witch Hunter's level. Dirty Blow. Ignore armor. But the strength doesn't count. So, I mean, either one of these just doesn't really do it for me. I could do 4. No. I could do 3 marked judgments. I mean, I may as well, right? Yeah, he doesn't do the damage that I need. I think it's time for this. Boy, that is not helping. Jeez. All for an item I'm not even going to use. To Flensburg. Yeah, so there's the final one right there. Temple of Sigmar. What just happened? Jesus. The Cursed Toph. Flensburg is small. It barely deserves the title village and is more of a hamlet that happens to be nestled around a temple of Shalia, the goddess of healing and mercy. Word of your arrival quickly spreads through the village's meager population, and you're soon accosted by the village chief, flanked by a priestess of Shalia. Must have been a temple of Shalia, not Sigmar. And sundry other concerned residents. Greetings, adventurers, hails the chief. Your arrival could not be timelier. Praise be to the Mistress of Mercy. Your warriors sigh in collective recognition of the familiar. No doubt more downtrodden citizens need you to go raiding into the nearest dungeon to retrieve something for someone. Oh well, it's a living. It's the Orcs, states the old man. So far, so familiar. We need you to give something back. That's new. He produces a rather large orcish tooth and holds it up. The priestess averts her eyes as if to look at it would burn her. It's said to belong to an old war boss who rampaged around these parts centuries ago. One of our youths went into the barrow of the war boss and stole it from the corpse. He brought it back to the village, and ever since we've had trouble. The greenskins have never bothered to come and get it back, but there's a curse on it. Make no mistake. The lad who stole it fell down a well, and we lost our blacksmith 2 days back. He got kicked in the head while shoeing a horse. It can't be thrown away. The curse resides with the owner. It needs to be returned, adds the priestess. Villagers are notoriously a superstitious lot. Still, turning down a request from a priestess of Shalia isn't going to do you any good either. The old man proffers the tooth and points you in the general direction of the barrel. Well. Cave mushrooms. Do I have those robes already? I do not. There you go, you bastard. And then, as for you, give you that again. I have 2 of those. I mean, I may as well keep them because we're getting into it, where it kind of seems like I need them. I need as many items as possible. But, I mean, all the potions are greens, so I need to start getting equipment that is not. And then we got the two-handed masterwork greatsword, 11 to 13 damage, which I believe is the same as what you've got now, 10 to 12, but we get the +3 melee attacks, ignoring toughness, and doubles my base attack. Slight chance to attack friends and foes, right, on top of his berserkness. I can also make him do that. Yeah, just a couple points extra isn't gonna compensate for that. This is a better weapon, fortunately. This is two-handed anyway, so even if I did have a shield, it wouldn't. I mean, it's a better sword. So we can get rid of that, which is good because we'll need the money so that we can level up. All that money's gone away once again. This is an aspect of the game I absolutely hate. Circus. There's a traveling circus in town, and your warrior spends the rest of his day wandering from sideshow to sideshow. Having met the bearded woman and the two-headed goat, he decides to have his fortune read. Perhaps the sign above the door to that particular wagon should say, "Have your fortune stolen." As for the cost, your warrior is told nothing more than that his destiny lies with a tall, dark stranger from Erengrad. Okay, well, thanks for that. Level 5, yeah. We're not there yet, are we? Oh, Skaven are coming. I was wondering about that, because the tooltips at the bottom of the level loaders mention that every now and then. That, like, there's Skaven, there's Beastmen, they even mention Lizardmen, which I don't know how you get Lizardmen in the middle of the Empire, but okay. So yeah, it looks like we'll be moving into Skaven territory over here. And I don't even know if this is the right way to go. Like, I don't know what level Reichland is compared to Averland. So, who knows? Like, this seems like it would be a Beastman thing, with the horns and all. But we haven't seen any Beastmen Not yet, anyhow. And then I don't even know what this... Like, that's not on my list. What is this? Everland has 13 quests. Anyway, I don't believe everyone is up to snuff to go to level 5s, but I assume that also means that level 5s are in all the surrounding shit, too. Silver plate. +3 pinning. What does that mean? +1 movement. Versus his power store and wounds. I think that's a better hat. The Shadow Staff, Power Store 7 to 13. Like we're loading this guy up with a bunch of stuff, and obviously that's not. Decreases spell cost by 1. Yeah, well, okay. I mean, it's already hard enough to get the magic sometimes, so we wouldn't replace that. So I guess we're going after the silver plate then. 1 melee attack, 2 toughness. Heal a wound per turn. Yes, that would be better than what he's got. Unfortunately, I would have to get rid of another item. I mean, I hate to get rid of this, but it's a one-time use thing no matter what. So... we got just too many damn potions here. So, yeah, I guess that's what we'll be doing. Next, we'll go after that for a character that I'm not even sure I need to use. But I just don't... I don't have what it takes at the moment. You're level 5, 5, and 4. We need to get you a little bit more experience. Okay, well, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.